What up? How's it going? First, let me start by saying don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If y'all subscribe, make sure to hit the notification bell. Shout out to all the new viewers. Shout out to all the subscribers. And we got a Patreon with full-length early reactions to things like this. If you like to, check it out. So, I see the thumbnail. I see them wearing, you know, armor. So it looks like we're about to go on that mission that they had a plan for, where they're going after the crab feeder to secure those shipping lanes, right? Corlys is like, listen, my lineage and my people, you know, they depend on this. I cannot lose this, right? They're seafaring people. And Daemon, you know, that man needs to secure and shore up his place and show what he can do, right? And so it's going to be interesting to see how this goes because of what we've seen of Daemon's personality. He can be ruthless, but we've only seen it in the context of civilians, right? So we're going to see actual battle here. And I'm assuming we're going to see naval battle also, which is going to be interesting in this Game of Thrones universe. Also, I know all of y'all heard this and all of y'all noticed this. Some of y'all may not have watched this, but for those of y'all who did, those clips that told you about the characters, like Rhaenyra, Viserys, Corlys, Daemon, when you looked at Rhaenyra's, it showed her as a young girl and an older chick. And like, if I'm not mistaken, when they spoke to the actress, it was the grown chick, right? So I was like, oh shit, like, I guess we're going to do a time skip. I had no idea we were going to do it this early. They're talking about doing it within the first 4 episodes of the entire series, right? I wonder if they're at any point going to go back. You know, that doesn't seem to be the style of the show at all, to go back and like do a flashback maybe and look at shit in the past still. But if they're going to do a time skip like that, the way they were showing off the chick playing Rhaenyra, it almost seemed like, okay, she's the face of this. This sort of the way Daenerys was. Right? Because I remember, like I said, the way I found out about this show is they kept showing these direct TV commercials. They showed this blonde haired chick with a dragon flying around her. I was like, what the fuck is this? Right? She became the face of the show. I thought that's how Rhaenyra was going to be. And no, they skipping it and making her an adult. And so that's going to be interesting to see. Let's go ahead and get this episode started. I'm excited to see this one. Let's go. Uh-oh. 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 Sea snake. Oh shit, nah, that shit on fire. What the fuck?
House Valerian is coming for you! The sea snake will have your boxy fucking head! No, 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 please! Ah! Fuck your whore mother and bastard father out!
Y'all wanted to play? Dragon ride on there. Dracarys. No, you about to die too. My man said, "Hell, Prince David." Now he popping off crazy. Barbecue these bitches. Yeah, of course you ain't getting saved. You're fodder. The crab feeder gotta have something up his sleeves to be like fucking with them. Drehar. What that dragon say? Get this pussy shit out of here.
And surely by the end of this hunt, we shall have more to celebrate.
But they doing okay. They leap in time like a motherfucker.
It is Aegon's second name day. He's the king's firstborn son.
I don't know that his grace sees it so clearly.
Then it lies with you to make him see it.
The crab feeder has dug in for siege on Bloodstone while his men sabotage our fleet under the cover of dark.
It's been 3 years. It can wait another 3 days.
What?
The Velaryon forces have suffered heavy attrition, Your Grace. Daemon has driven the men hard. They have begun to question his command.
Can someone tell me where in the 7 hells Rhaenyra might be?
Under the dragon's eye.
Shout out to her.
Under
And whoever this
the
fella is, this
dragon.
bard.
She fled with her ships and her people. Her heart
She getting her
broke
mind ready,
for
like.
those.
Your Grace, Did I say to stop?
Your presence is wanted in the outer courtyard. The royal hunt readies to depart. You may go, Samuel.
You are to stay by order of the princess.
The Queen commands you to leave the Godswood at once. He wants for us all to be together. Perhaps...
Bitch, I won't be near
could
you.
be Fun.
Is it the king's command?
Yes, but
Then at once, your grace.
But it needn't be. None of it needs be this way in truth, Rhaenyra.
I try to hear that shit.
The maester said that being out in nature would do me well.
You will be with your own child sooner than later. And make me a proud grandsire. You should ride out with me today.
Bulls screw like children when they're being slaughtered. I find it discomforting. I'm not sure why I must.
Because you are my daughter, and you have duties.
As I am ceaselessly reminded.
I'm sorry?
As I am ceaselessly reminded.
You would need to be reminded if you ever attended to them.
No one's here for me.
When the last time we seen the king go on a hunt? Wait, was that the last time? I think that was the first time. That was that nigga's last time.
Your dear uncle is the great mind behind this war, is he not?
I wouldn't know. I've not spoken to Damon in years.
Since you supplanted him as heir.
The princess was more suited to the role.
He's made a mess and the king must put an end to it.
But the crown is not at war.
Though your father refuses to admit it, we've been dragged into it by your uncle and the sea snake.
And how have you served the rum of late Lady Red Wine? Waiting cake.
Lord Jason Lannister.
Gathered that from all the lions.
I
don't
didn't
think
even
we've been
see the
properly
lion on his
introduced.
shit.
Thailand is frightfully dull, God's loving.
Thailand Lannister.
No, the King's Wood. It's a fine hunting ground. But the best sport is to be found at Castle Rock, near my home. I don't have a dragon pit, of course, but I do have the means and resources to build one.
Why would you need a dragon pit?
To house dragons, of course. I'd do anything for my queen. Or lady wife.
Thank you for the wine.
Lannisters. Always got a Lannister it the fuck up. Nobody gives a fuck about Casterly Rock. No one.
Is that what I am to you? A prize to proffer about to the great houses.
You're of age, Rhaenyra. Jason Lannister is an excellent match.
He's arrogant and self-serious.
Well, I thought you might have that in common. But you've refused me at every turn.
That is because I do not wish to get married.
Even I do not exist above tradition and duty, Rhaenyra.
Excuse me, Your Grace.
You must marry.
The stag is the king of the King's Wood, Your Grace, a regal portent for Prince Aegon's name day.
She said, fuck this pussy ass shit. I'm out. Yeah, you better go follow her. She wildin' right now.
Was I named heir to the Iron Throne, so that I might only further raise the standing of a Lord of Castle Rock.
You want me to kill him?
That's hilarious. The Lannisters were that close to having it. They were that close.
Before I spoke my vows as a knight of the King's Guard, I could have married a common-born girl had I wished.
How lucky you are to have a say in your own life.
Many in the realm would gladly trade positions with you, Princess.
Only because none of them has ever held my position.
You held enough power to write my name into the White Book. And when your father named me to his King's Guard, it was the highest honor any Cole had ever known. All that I have, I owe to you.
Before the dragons ruled over Westeros, White Hart was the symbol of royalty in these lands.
And on this day of all days. I've never been one for signs of importance, Your Grace, but if the gods did wish to show their favor...
You know what's crazy, and I just thought about it? For Rhaenyra, if her father dies, remember how for him, if she dies, it's real dangerous. Yo, there's no air. If he dies, she hasn't shored up any sort of goodwill in the court. Like, she has nobody really on her side or anything like that. If motherfuckers just decide to be like, nah, we want him, they'll find a way, right? If they be like, hey, we want the son to be king, and you know, then Alicent would be queen mother, which would be ugh.
Your Grace, I had this forged in the Golden Gallery in honor of Prince Aegon. I hope it might provide the killing stroke against your White Hart, King of the King's Wood. It's as if the Seven themselves had blessed this day. I would be honored to take the Princess Rhaenyra to wife, Your Grace. What I offer you, the crown and your daughter, is strength.
Do you think that House Targaryen wants for strength?
If someone offered you more dragons, would you not take them?
Do you have dragons to offer?
Rhaenyra may take her place there by my side without shame and feel herself well compensated for her loss in station.
What loss of station?
If you were to name young Aegon heir, Your Grace.
And when would I be doing that?
As he is your firstborn son, many of us had assumed...
Many of us, you say? Have your bannermen questioned my choice of heir?
Of course not, Your Grace.
It is your sworn duty to report rebellion stirring in my kingdom.
I
did not decide to name Rhaenyra my heir on a whim. All the lords of the kingdom would do well to remember that.
Had your ass out there grilling. I was wondering when he looked at his son and he had that look, I was like, well, I wonder what that was. He's not going to move her just because he has a new son. We see that right there. At first it seemed like, oh no, maybe he would. Nah, he like, no, who the fuck said I was doing that? Right? Because that's his heir with the woman he actually loved.
You're not only Rhaenyra's father, you're the king. She'll do as you command.
It is not my wish to command her, Aldo. I want her to be happy. Who do you have in mind?
Prince Aegon.
The boy just turned 2, Otto.
Yes, but it would cease the endless proposals for Rhaenyra's hand. Betroth them.
I came here to hunt, not to be suffocated by all this fucking politicking.
What that was him going, I need my family name up in there. And he know right now it's looking like, damn, well, I guess Rhaenyra gonna stay the heir. So he like, how do I do this? How do I get my family to be wrapped up in that shit? And he gives up his 2-year-old grandson. You fucking weirdo.
We've sent outriders to find Rhaenyra, Your Grace. Sir Criston went after her, so the hope is that they are together.
The girl is a heedless contrarian. If I instead forbade her to wed a Lannister, she would have run off with Lord Jason out of spite. You believe that your son, Sir Harwin Breakbones, the strongest knight in the 7 Kingdoms, is the best match for Rhaenyra?
You flatter me, Your Grace, but no. It would seem to me the best match for Rhaenyra is the son of the Sea Snake, Sir Laenor. Laenor is of pure Valyrian descent. He shares blood with your cousin, the Princess Rhaenys, and he is the heir to the wealthiest house in the realm. The breach between your houses has not narrowed since I last spoke of it. It would do much to assuage Lord Corlys of any slights, real or imagined. We must pray, of course, that Laenor survives the fighting in the Stepstones.
He's so sick of this shit. Ah, damn. No way in hell. Okay, there we go. That's the first time she killed, huh?
I named her to protect the realm from Daemon. I named her Heart of Love because I no longer believed. When Rhaenyra was a child, I saw it in a dream. A male babe, born to me, wearing the Conqueror's crown. I sought that vision again, night after night. But it never came again. My obsession killed Rhaenyra's mother. I thought Rhaenyra was the way out of my abyss of grief and regret. Naming her heir would begin to set things right.
Oh, it did.
I never imagined I would remarry. That I would have a son. What if I was wrong?